Hello everybody and welcome to the Crooked Trail, a bluegrass adventure of hiking the Appalachia Trail in 2025. This first video is my first video log ever. Please forgive how harsh it is. I'm not going to try to put too much effort into it. It's a practice hike up to Sykes Camp in the Ventana Wilderness in Big Sur. And it's me practicing with my gear that I'm taking on the trail, and also how to hike a little bit slower without killing myself. So without further ado, here you go. Hey, this is Greg, down at Big Sur Station, getting ready to start my day. I'm going to hike up to Sykes Camp today. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning, and it's a beautiful day, so pretty nice out. I had to reverse this thing. Anyway, just got my gear here. We're on the beginning of the trail. It's a beautiful day for a winter day. It's going to be a steep climb for the first 2 miles. Actually, the first 5 miles. But we'll get some beautiful views the whole time. I'll check you out later. So we're almost level with the pass we gotta go over. It's gonna be right there. We gotta cross over that. And then it'll be all downhill to Sykes Camp. But first we gotta go all the way down to Barlow Camp, lose all this elevation and come all the way back up. I'll see you in a bit then. So we just finished climbing way down, and now we got to scale a few steps, and then we'll be heading into Barlow Flats, which is all the way down to the river. We lost all of our elevation, and immediately afterward we will be climbing straight back up because the trail washed out and they had to build a separate trail for it. Anyway, it's really steep. But it's a beautiful area to camp in. It's like December out and I got face flies bothering me. I can't believe it. Antenna for you. I love walking on acorns. It's like ball bearings. Just slide all over. Yeah, the whole side of the cliff came down and took the trail out. We tried to repair it. No go. I got some monster trees in this area. This is hard on the toes. It's so steep. Level, where we're going. Gotta get longer shoes so my toes don't rip the nails off. This is really down. We had to cut one log off the trail down here. It had so much bind on it that we had to underbuck it, which was really painful to do with a very large handsaw, crosscut saw. It's pretty dark down here. Redwoods put out a huge canopy. You can see the flats down there. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. The trees are huge here. You can tell when the trees are getting big because they're cylindrical shaped and not pointy. So they're creating an awful lot of wood. They're actually accelerating their growth at this point in their lives. Mosquitoes. It's December and I got flies and bugs getting after me. Crazy. So this is the one we had to underbuck. It was right on the trail, the full length of the trail. This guy right here. It was completely on the trail all the way down there. So we split it in two and got it to move. The top part fell off the trail. I don't know if you can see it or not. It's hard to. Just a big tree. Very steep drop here to the river. See if we got something we can walk across this time. It's looking like it washed out. Crap. Well, this is where the crossing is. But let's see what we can do. We've just had a missile launch, headed toward Putin. Just kidding. Anyway, we're getting up away from the river again, and we're going to be hiking over that ridge around this corner. We'll see the ridge that we pointed out earlier, and I'll give you a view from when we reach there. So, just got around the bend. And now I can see the saddle here that I have to cross over. It'll be another 20 or 30 minutes before I get up there. But after we get up there, it's all downhill to Sykes Camp. Catch you when I catch you. Peak of the saddle. Almost there. We actually go high on the shoulder on the saddle. So it kind of fools you. Ooh, it's hot. Yay! This is the peak of the saddle. Now I gotta go all the way back down. Crazy, huh? Okay. Anyway. Whew. It's pretty steep down. Till tomorrow, and it's a steep up. It's gorgeous out here. Ventana is glorious. See you at camp. Art lovers. It's rather clever. Enough material. Well, I made it to Sykes. It's about 3:30ish or something like that. I left the ranger station at around 10, so not too bad. It's a 12-mile hike-ish. Lots of beautiful camping spots. Right now, the ground is very wet and cold and damp because of the rains from last week is seeping through the ground. And you know, everybody wants these nice vestibules on their tents, but what they do is they reach out over open ground and they trap the moisture. So it's good to have a big footprint underneath your vestibule, and that keeps the condensation inside the tent down. Do I have one? No, I don't. But I'm gonna make one because I'm tired of getting too wet. Some good spots. Right next to the river. It's pretty nice. I stayed here last time at this spot right here. On the other side of these rocks. Maybe I'll try this one this time. There's big rocks in there. Anyway, I'll get set up and then I'll show you what's going on. Well, I got tent set up and camp is all set up. Heated up some food. Got some chicken Alfredo. A couple of folks moved in next door, down the way there. I don't know if you can see them. Anyway, it's pretty chilly and damp here. It's very beautiful though, right next to the stream, or the river, Carmel River, Big Sur River. Anyway, enjoying my dinner. How to get this to turn around? I hate this phone. So we're headed home. I'm just finished coming over the saddle. It's about 11:30, 12. So we got to go way down there and around a bend. And around the bend will be right about where the Ventana trail turns off. I haven't really been videoing that much because it's the same trail. I'm just coming back on it, so whatever. I'll see you later. Well, I made it down to the river. We got 2 crossings to do. They're close together so I don't change my shoes out of the water shoes. I'm headed across the boulder field there and the water's shallow. This is Barlow Flats. Beautiful swimming holes, nice and deep, big old pool. Goes on forever. Anyway, the ground is really sandy and wet and damp all the time. So everything's wet, even though it hasn't rained in days. It's just the way it is. Well, I'm gonna change out of these shoes and head across the stream. Made it across the second crossing, the Barlow Flats. Look at that snag up there, man. Easily reach me. You know what's next to it? Look at the size of this tree. The base of that thing is about 13 feet in diameter. It's hard to tell from here, but woo, pretty cool. We're going to go back up the steep hill, and then it's all downhill after that. So up out of Barlow Flats, we're looking around as the next corner we got to get around and we start seeing the ocean. It's going to be a little bit to get through there. It's where the Ventana Trail hooks up with the Pine Ridge Trail. So not too bad. It's a beautiful day, nice and cloudy, which is a gift. Nice and cool. Well, we're coming up from around the bend. We're looking up toward Barlow Flats. And there's the saddle we went over to get to Sykes down there. So we're almost near the corner here where we could start seeing something. At least that's the theory. Maybe I got it wrong and have a whole nother corner to go around, which is usually the case. Oop, it's looking like it is the case. Okay. Whatever. Been taking it easy on my walk, and it's working great. I feel a lot more energized, not pushing too hard. Just hard enough. Yeah, we got to go around that bend. So I got another one of these 1 or 2 mile inputs and pop out again. So probably check it then. Guess I was thinking I was further than I was. It all looks alike to me. Yeah, it's gorgeous. So we'll make it around that bend, and that will be where the Ventana hooks up. And yeah, I'll try this again. Hopefully there's not another loop inside. Okay, so we're back at Terrace Creek. Which means, of course, we're not going to be around the bend where the Ventana meets this trail. We haven't gone past Terrace Creek yet. Guess I'm going to sleep today. Anyway, it's a good break spot. I'll sit down and eat some food. I'm completely comfortable. I see a dog up there. I'll turn this off. Well, keep going in and out of these hollows. On my way out now, just saw a trail crew, which is nice. They didn't have any tools for big stuff, but they had tread tools and, oh, hard to hold this thing, tread tools and loppers and hand saws, things that make a huge difference. God bless them. All lady crew. Doing their best to make this a better trail for us. They got a huge number of volunteers down here for Ventana, but they could always use more. You can go to Meetup on the internet and look up the VWA and sign up for one of their trips. They got lots of photographs of the trips that they've done already, and you can see kind of what's going on, kind of clothes they're wearing, what their kind of work they're doing. It's all pretty cool. I could tell I'm not near the bend because I'm still going down. Probably gonna be a really bad video. I don't know how everybody else holds their cameras when they do this stuff. I'm just holding it with my fingers. Got no case on it. And keeping my pace really mild. That is, right there is the Ventana, the actual window from a side view. That's how this place got its name. And yes, it is beautiful. I love it here. It's moderate temperatures as usual. It's like we have two seasons here in California. We've got spring, which is our winter, springtime, and fire, and everything's always on fire. So right now we're in spring. They're coming up around the bend. They're starting to see a little more mountain. Speaking of fire, I think there's a fire bomber now. Somewhere up there. Wonder what the heck. Fire this time of year? Everything's wet. Maybe it's a bad omen. I like these kind of days where we're not getting baked in the sun. Nice and cool. Pretty much no breeze, except for the one you make from walking, which is plenty. Oh, here we are. Betsy McGowan and I put this sign in. It's not a big deal. It's a metal sign. The big deal is the people that carried it in. That's a big deal. We could see way back there where we went over those ridges. Grace. And now we start to get our first peaks of getting around the bend here. We're still pretty high elevation here, but it doesn't say so on the maps, but it is. You can see the ocean. From here. And we were down at the river, way down there. Pretty crazy. I don't know if the Appalachia Trail is going to have comparable, or we do a lot of switchbacks around here, but they're still steep, you know. You go 2 miles in, you're a couple thousand feet up, so I don't know if that's comparable or not. It's just beautiful. I love it here so much. So we got all these ins and outs, several miles of them, before we get to going around that bend, and then we'll see the park again. So we'll film then. So literally have about 2 or 3 miles to get to the next bend down there, that last bend with a little tree hanging off of it. I don't know if you could see that or not. Anyway, that's the ocean and a marine layer. And I got a lot of ins and outs to get to that last ridge there. We'll get her done. More ins and outs.
And Stuart lives in Seaside. You ever met Stuart?
I don't know.
No, he doesn't do trail crew that much. He moved to Seaside from Santa Cruz.
Yeah.
He lives in Soto. My place is in Monterey.
Yeah, I owned a house in Salinas, but the old lady got that.
Oh, okay.
I'm not really a big fan of Salinas, but the house is worth a lot more. I could have sold it and maybe got something over in PG.
Oh, you did?
No, I said I could have.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Oh well, boo-hoo. That's life.
That's right.
I just don't like having to pay almost an equal amount in state taxes as federal taxes. And my battery died. Anyway, still see that little tree on the corner there? That's where we're trying to get to. You can see the trail going to it, maybe. There's the Big Sur River down there. Of course, I gotta go way inside here to come back out again. I'll charge the phone up. And my battery died. Anyway, still see that little tree on the corner there? That's where we're trying to get to. You can see the trail going to it, maybe. There's the Big Sur River down there. Of course, I gotta go way inside here to come back out again. I'll charge the phone up. See the trail across the way. Getting further down here. Another in and out. Lots of these little in and outs. So far I've run into 2 trail crews. One leaving and one coming in. I heard the trail crew I usually work with, they're over by the Boy Scout camp. They just signed out. I could hear them on the radio, the trail crew I was hanging with. So I guess they're done for the day too. Been incredibly good weather, but my equipment is damp, but not dangerous. Just got to get it dried out so it doesn't mold. That happens quickly around here. So get home and hang everything, get her dried out. This is beautiful around here. Almost around this corner. There'll be another one. It's steepest part of the trail, kind of. Not the steepest, but a steep section goes on for almost 2 miles. Happens through here as we come down into the campgrounds. Yay! So we're all coming down into the campgrounds now. And then the last little bit is this uphill climb out of the campgrounds to end it with a little up. Anyway, we'll be going way down there. Later. So we're down here in the campgrounds. It's dark because we're under all these big old trees. And the last little bit they make us do is go up this trail. So we end on a up. A nice steep up for a little bit, and it turns regular. I hear an owl. I don't hear many owls these days. That white is river rocks. So I haven't been killing myself today. Just walking normal. Well, not normal, slower. See how that works out. Managing to keep my breath better. Can talk on the uphills. Oh man. End it with this. Just a little salt in the wound. Getting up here. Whew. We're still in the first canopy, but that still means 100 feet. Almost done. We made it. Brutal. But take it slow. It's okay. Oh. Now you're a good blue jay. Guy's got a surfboard up there. Person after my own heart. Eight to 10 feet, man, that's when it's happening. It's when my board wakes up. It's a little bit gunny, too thin, got no chest on it, so it tends to sink on if you paddle aggressively, but you just have to sit inside more. Treachery. Into the light. I have no idea how these films are going to turn out. It's a little bit of effort to create them on the trail. I'd rather just walk, not think about anything. Think that might work? It does. Oh, I needed that. And we're officially done. Whee!